As Mississippi voters cast ballots in that state's primary today, economic worries abound in areas that were hard hit by Katrina. Many are outraged about millions of dollars in hurricane aid being redirected from housing to other projects. Abby Boudreau with CNN's Special Investigations Unit has this exclusive report.
I'm proud to say that we're making progress each and every day here in Biloxi.
The site for Mayor A.J. Holloway's rosy pronouncements, the lavish Beau Rivage Hotel and Casino.
Well, I think the state of Biloxi is in great shape.
It was a feel-good celebration for Biloxi's elite. But keeping them honest, a 5-minute drive away, we find a part of Biloxi that is definitely not in great shape.
And this is wrong. This is very wrong.
Consuela Swa still lives in one of the more than 10,000 FEMA trailers and mobile homes in Mississippi.
I think that's what I feel a lot. It's just anger.
For Swa, life in the trailers is an ordeal.
It got ruined because the trailer sweats so bad.
There's mold.
The mold is starting to build up more now.
Roaches and rats.
They just chew through the wall, the trailer.
They play in your daughter's bed?
They're always in her bed, yeah.
She's one of thousands of Gulf Coast residents who rented before Katrina struck. Community groups complain renters are being excluded from the nearly $5.5 billion in federal grants. Here's why. Of all that federal money, $3.1 billion has been set aside to assist homeowners, but only $426 million is for rental housing. And there's a catch. The money doesn't just flow in. Local governments must first ask for it, so residents like Consuela Swa can get out of their trailers and into rental housing.
None of the local governing authorities have stepped foot in my office saying, we want some money for housing, we want to put it right there.
Congressman Gene Taylor says local governments in Biloxi and other towns don't seem to want low-cost housing or the people who live in it.
In fact, what we're seeing some of is not in my backyard.
With all that federal relief money just sitting there, Governor Haley Barbour got approval to use a lot of it for something else, improving the harbor at Gulfport. $600 million that was supposed to be spent on housing will now go to reviving the port, and some suspect it will help build new casinos.
This is the port that everyone is talking about, the one that would benefit from the $600 million. We asked Governor Haley Barbour to sit down and talk to us about this, but his office says he's unavailable.
In a statement, Barbour said the money for the port would have a huge and beneficial impact in creating jobs. And in January, he said he'd set aside $100 million for low-income housing. But critics argue that renters and low-income residents could have used that $600 million. Kimberly Miller is with Oxfam, an international aid group working on the Gulf Coast.
And that forecloses forever the opportunity to use those funds in the way that is still needed.
The mayor of Biloxi says he feels the governor is spending the money wisely.
Why spend the money on economic development when you still have people in FEMA trailers?
Well, as I said, people who live in the FEMA trailers right now, a lot of them are not wanting to get out of the FEMA trailers.
Why wouldn't they want to get out of the FEMA trailers?
Well, I don't know, but I just know a lot of them don't.
You don't know why, though? Is it because it's free?
Because it's free.
HUD insists it had no other choice but to allow Governor Haley Barbour to redirect the funds to the port of Gulfport. Again, a decision even the mayor of Biloxi supports.
All right, so let's go back to what the mayor just said. He says the people don't want to leave the FEMA trailers. They don't want to get out of them.
Well, he says that they don't want to leave the FEMA trailers because they're free. The people that we talk to, of course, say
what do they
much
say?
Different story. We're desperate to get out. We'd love to get out, but there's just nowhere to go. Rent has more than doubled in these areas, and there are very few places available for people to move into. So it's not that they don't want to move out. It's just that they're stuck. So it's a really difficult situation.
Which is completely different than saying they don't want to leave because it's free.
Exactly.
All right, Abby Boudreau, thank you so much for that.
Thank you.